Gentlemen, my name is Lil Wayne.
What's your thought on Black Lives Matter?
What is it? What do you mean?
The idea is that there's this movement called Black Lives Matter, thinking that the rest of America didn't seem to understand that Black Lives Matter.
It just sounds weird. I don't know that you put a name on it. It's not a name. It's not whatever. It's somebody got shot by police for a reason. I am a young, black, rich. If that don't let you know that America understands Black matter these days, I don't know what it is. That man white, he filming me. I don't know what you mean, man. Don't come at me with that dumb man. My life matter, especially to my.
Do you feel, though, connected to...
I feel connected to a damn thing that ain't got nothing to do with me. If you do you crazy as you, not the camera, you. Feeling connected to something that ain't got nothing to do with you. If it ain't got nothing to do with me, I ain't connected to it.
What's going on, everybody? This is the Black Tiger and
Creed. What's happening?
Coming back at you. I was kind of under the weather for a little bit too, like this weekend, and he was gone. Had to go down to the DC.
Yeah.
And so we back. Today we want to really talk about a serious subject, kind of, but we just seen that clip, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we want to see what you guys think about what Wayne had to say about Black Lives Matter, and basically, does he have any points? Do you guys agree or disagree? When it comes to Black Lives Matter, I guess I'll start. I say Black Lives Matter, to me, I think that it's important for us to kind of dig into it and to see basically what do we really want out of this movement. I think anytime you do a movement, you have to have some demands, and I think the demands that we should have is that we change basically the law of basically the rules that the police have to abide by, basically when it comes to engaging individuals in the streets and different things. I think that we know that basically it has a clause that if they feel like their life is being threatened, that kind of determines what type of force they can use. But it's hard to say, like, if I got ready right now, if I jumped that Creed and start hollering, he could say that his life is threatened, right? And then you can't judge if somebody feels that the life is threatened or not. So it should be a clause. Just like when we was in the military, we had rules of engagement, things that you have to follow those steps. That way, it doesn't matter if you racist or whatever you are. If you don't follow those rules, then you get charged. But I think also when it comes to Black Lives Matter, many people will talk about the statement of blacks killing blacks. And I think that becomes an important issue that we as black people should deal with. But I think it's up to the church. It's up to people who have like influence in our community. Like even like rappers like Wayne, them different people can come in and talk to these communities and have influence and say, hey man, we need to do this or we need to do that. But as you can see, kind of based off the video, everybody worry about whether my pockets are fat or not. If my pockets are fat, I ain't got to worry about anybody else and what's going on. You can go ahead with you.
That's sad in this community today, and that's all that the kids that's growing up is listening to is Lil Wayne and Kevin Gates, and what are they saying? They just saying that they saying they don't know what that mean or what's that, or but to me it's ignorant and not knowing what really Black Lives Matter means. It just means just standing up for the black community and standing up for your race. It doesn't mean that other races doesn't matter. That doesn't mean that. No, not at all. Because all races matter. We all want to come together as one day, eventually.
Right.
But we need to work on ourselves as a community first. Work on the black lives. Then we can work together as one. I think Lil Wayne just gave out the wrong message at the time. I don't know if he was on too much lean, but
right.
I think he gave out the wrong message to the especially the young adults that's coming up in the world today. That's all I gotta say about it, man. It was just disappointing for me. Because I like his music, you know what I mean? I like some of his music. I'm not going to say I sit in there and listen to all his music, but some of his music I listen to, and that's just disappointing to me.
Right, and I think that and that like we just have to teach it out. I mean, money and material things are cool, but it's not all about. That's not all of life. You know what I'm saying? And we see there's people out here struggling in these streets. There's people out here dealing with all kinds of different things. Yes. But we also said that we wanted to have a. You guys tell us what you think, and then we're gonna kind of run this basically into the topic that I was discussing with Creed earlier last week. That I was talking about. We're going to kind of dissect Black history in America, and kind of talk about the suppression on the Black race since slavery and then after slavery, even after the Civil War, and how the South was really rebuilt off of prisoners that was in the South that they would arrest for just minor offenses, but they used these people on chain gangs. That's how the chain gang came about. They used them on chain gangs to rebuild basically a lot of the things of the South because they couldn't do slavery anymore. But we're going to talk about that. Also, how they built the fear for the Black man in the community because the Black man became feared, but blacks really were not those type of people. Blacks were gentle in that time. Blacks were gentle in that time, but they would say, "Oh, if you see a Black man, then you should fear." You see, they made the stigma happen where Black people came basically that you were supposed to fear them as a white person when you saw them. So it's a whole bunch of different things in history that we want to talk about when it comes to Black history and some of the stuff that we're dealing with today with Black Lives Matter.
We just want to say stay educated and just stay on top of your knowledge. Knowledge is power.
Right. All right, man. I am Black Tiger.
Creed.
And we out.
All right.